Our planet, a sphere of blue and green, is a world of endless variety and wonder. Yet, beyond the familiar landscapes of forests and oceans, there exist places so extreme, so utterly surreal, they seem to belong to another world entirely. These are the Earth's hidden masterpieces, sculpted by immense geological forces, extreme climates, and, in some cases, the ambitious hand of humanity. They challenge our perception of what is possible, pushing the boundaries of nature and engineering to their absolute limits. These are not landscapes from a painter's dream or a science fiction novel, but real, tangible locations scattered across our globe. From lakes that shimmer with impossible colors to chasms carved deep into the Earth's crust, they are testaments to the planet's raw power and enduring mystery. Their beauty is often matched by their hostility, their scale so vast it can be difficult to comprehend. To witness them is to feel a profound sense of awe and perhaps a touch of unease at their sheer alienness. Today, I invite you to join me, Khan, on an extraordinary expedition. We will venture to the very edges of our world to explore 5 of its most surreal and breathtaking landscapes. We will journey from the shimmering salt flats of South America to the frozen depths of Siberia, and from towering mountain refuges to colossal rivers that have shaped civilizations. Prepare to witness the unbelievable as we uncover the stories held within these extreme and unforgettable places. Our journey begins high in the Andes, in a landscape that seems to defy reality. This is the Cajon Salt Lake, a vast expanse that stretches to the horizon, painting the arid plateau in shades of glowing turquoise and brilliant emerald. It is not water as we know it, but a super-saturated brine, a concentrated chemical soup rich in minerals. The colors, so vibrant and otherworldly, are a direct result of this unique composition, a natural palette created by dissolved elements interacting with sunlight. The air here is thin, the silence profound, broken only by the faint crackle of the salt crust underfoot. This immense salt flat, one of the largest on Earth, is a place of mesmerizing beauty and significant scientific interest. Beneath its fragile crystalline surface lies one of the world's most substantial reserves of lithium, the white gold that powers our modern world. The brine pools, shimmering like scattered jewels, are part of a complex industrial process. Here, the sun's relentless energy is harnessed to evaporate the water, slowly concentrating the lithium salts. It is a slow, patient harvest, dictated by the rhythm of the seasons and the power of the sun. Walking across this endless plain is a surreal experience. The ground is a mosaic of hexagonal salt patterns, a fragile crust that covers the mineral-rich mud below. Each step feels tentative, a careful intrusion into a delicate and ancient system. The sheer scale is almost impossible for the mind to process. The distant mountains seem to float above the shimmering heat haze, and the boundary between the salt flat and the sky blurs into a single, luminous expanse. It is a landscape that feels both primordial and futuristic. Here, at Cajon, we witness a remarkable convergence. It is a place where geology, chemistry, and industry meet in a spectacle of natural wonder. The raw, elemental forces that created this salt lake over millennia are now intertwined with human ingenuity, driven by a global demand for energy. The glowing pools are not just a geological marvel, they are a vital link in the chain of modern technology, a silent, shimmering factory under the vast Andean sky, reminding us that even the most remote and alien landscapes are deeply connected to our own lives. From the high-altitude deserts of the Andes, we travel north to the unforgiving wilderness of Siberia. Here, carved into the frozen permafrost, is a wound of staggering proportions, the Me Mine. This is not a natural formation but a man-made abyss, a colossal open-pit mine that spirals more than 500 meters into the earth. Its sheer size is breathtaking, a hole so vast that it creates its own weather patterns. The temperature difference between the sunlit rim and the frozen depths can generate powerful downward air currents, making it a no-fly zone for helicopters. This monumental excavation was born from a singular purpose: the pursuit of diamonds. For nearly half a century, this was one of the world's most productive diamond mines, yielding precious stones from the ancient kimberlite pipe that lies at its heart. The spiral roads that cling to its terraced walls are a testament to the immense engineering challenge. Trucks, which appear as mere specks from the rim, once navigated this treacherous descent and ascent, hauling tons of earth in the harshest of climates, where winter temperatures can plummet to -40 degrees Celsius. The mine's operation was a constant battle against the elements. The Siberian winter would freeze machinery solid, while the summer thaw threatened to turn the pit walls into a cascade of mud and rock. It required incredible resolve and ingenuity to extract wealth from such a hostile environment. Today, the open pit operations have ceased, and the mine stands silent, a haunting, empty vortex in the landscape. It is a powerful monument to human ambition and our relentless drive to unearth the planet's hidden treasures, no matter the cost or the difficulty. Looking down into the abyss of the mine is a dizzying and humbling experience. It is an industrial marvel on an almost geological scale, a scar that will likely remain for thousands of years. It serves as a stark and silent reminder of the immense power of organized human effort and the lasting impact we can have on the planet's surface. This spiral chasm is more than just an abandoned mine. It is a ghost of the diamond rush, a chilling and awe-inspiring symbol of an industrial saga written into the very crust of the earth. Our next destination takes us to a coastline where human intervention has created a landscape of surreal and dramatic beauty. This is Tanah Barak Beach, a secluded stretch of sand accessible only through a corridor carved directly through towering limestone cliffs. This is not a natural canyon worn by a river over eons, but a passage blasted and cut with machinery, a testament to a bold, if not reckless, feat of engineering. The result is a perfectly straight, narrow walkway, with sheer, vertical rock walls rising on either side, framing the brilliant blue sea at its end. Walking through this man-made canyon is an experience fraught with a sense of both wonder and peril. The towering cliffs, hundreds of feet high, create a feeling of being in a colossal open-air cathedral, drawing the eye forward towards the light and the sound of the waves. Yet the raw-cut rock faces are a constant, unnerving reminder of the immense forces that were unleashed to create this path. The danger of rockfall is ever present. The cliffs are an unstable, living geology, and landslides have occurred here, a stark warning of nature's power to reclaim what has been taken. This dramatic gateway transforms the simple act of going to the beach into a theatrical procession. The approach is a journey through shadow and stone, the anticipation building with every step. The cool air of the canyon contrasts sharply with the warm sunlit beach that awaits. As you emerge from the narrow passage, the world opens up in a sudden explosion of light, color, and sound. The towering limestone walls act as a perfect frame for the turquoise water and golden sand, creating a picture of almost impossible perfection. Tanah Barak Beach is a stunning paradox. It is a place where brute force has inadvertently created a scene of delicate, breathtaking beauty. The corridor is a scar, an act of aggression against the landscape, yet it has become the very feature that makes this beach so unique and unforgettable. It serves as a powerful illustration of how our impact on the world, even when destructive, can lead to unforeseen and strangely beautiful outcomes. It is a surreal gateway, a human-made canyon that leads not to a hidden city, but to the simple, timeless pleasure of the sea. We now ascend to the jagged peaks of the Italian Dolomites, to a place that epitomizes human resilience in the face of an unforgiving vertical world. Perched precariously at an altitude of over 2,700 meters is the Bivacco Buffer di Riro, a small metallic shelter bolted directly onto a narrow rocky ledge. It is not a destination for the faint of heart. Reaching it requires a grueling and technical climb, a vertical journey across exposed rock faces and knife-edge ridges, where a single misstep could be fatal. This extraordinary structure has its origins in the brutal history of the First World War. These mountains were a fiercely contested front line, and soldiers built shelters and pathways, known as vie ferrate, in the most improbable locations. This modern bivouac shelter stands on the footprint of one such wartime refuge, a place of temporary safety for soldiers battling not only the enemy, but also the extreme alpine environment. It is a tiny foothold of humanity amidst a vast and indifferent wilderness of rock and ice. The environment here is brutally extreme. The weather can change in an instant, with storms, hurricane-force winds, and heavy snowfall possible even in summer. The shelter is designed to withstand these conditions, a robust capsule offering basic protection against the elements. Inside, it is sparse, offering only a place to rest out of the wind. Yet, for climbers caught in a storm or exhausted by their ascent, it is a lifeline. a sanctuary in one of the most hostile places imaginable. The Bivaco Buffer Diarero is more than just a shelter. It is a powerful symbol of endurance and the human spirit's refusal to be conquered by even the most formidable terrain. From its small windows, the views are terrifyingly beautiful, a panorama of sheer cliffs and distant peaks. It represents a profound connection to the past, a tribute to the soldiers who first clung to these cliffs, and a testament to the mountaineers who continue to test their limits here today. It is a place of extreme solitude, a tiny, defiant spark of human presence in the overwhelming majesty of the mountains. For our final landscape, we turn to one of the great arteries of our planet, a river so powerful it has been called China's sorrow, and revered as the cradle of its civilization. This is the Huanghe, the Yellow River. Its name is no metaphor. For much of its 5,500-kilometer journey, the river is a thick, flowing torrent of golden brown water. This extraordinary color comes from the vast quantities of fine sediment, or loess, that it picks up as it flows through the Loess Plateau in northern China. The sheer amount of sediment carried by the Yellow River is staggering, more than any other river on Earth. This immense load has shaped both the landscape and human history. For millennia, the fertile silt, deposited by its floods, created the rich agricultural lands that gave birth to ancient Chinese civilization. The river gave life, but it also took it away. The same sediment that enriched the soil also caused the riverbed to rise, leading to catastrophic floods that have reshaped the course of the river and claimed millions of lives throughout history. To witness the river during its flood season is to see nature's raw power unleashed. It becomes a churning, unstoppable force, a thick, liquid earth moving at incredible speed. The water's density is so great that it flows with a visible, heavy texture, carrying with it the soil of a continent. Engineering this river has been a continuous struggle for dynasties and governments for thousands of years, building ever higher dikes and levees in a constant battle to contain the Golden Dragon. The Yellow River is a living, breathing entity, a dynamic system that is both creator and destroyer. It is a landscape in motion, a surreal spectacle of earth and water merged into one. Its golden currents are a direct, visible link between the geology of the mountains and the plains, a story of erosion and deposition playing out on a continental scale. More than just a body of water, the Huanghe is a fundamental force of nature that has dictated the fate of hundreds of millions of people, a powerful and enduring symbol of China itself. Our journey through Earth's most surreal landscapes comes to an end, but the sense of wonder they inspire remains. From the chemical colors of a salt flat to the man-made abyss of a diamond mine, we have seen how forces both natural and human can sculpt our world into forms that defy belief. These places remind us that even in an age of satellite imagery and global connectivity, the Earth retains its capacity to astonish us, to present us with vistas that feel entirely alien, yet are part of the very planet we call home. These 5 locations are but a handful of the strange and beautiful marvels our world holds. It leads one to pose the question: how many other hidden landscapes like these are still waiting to be discovered? How many more canyons, craters, and crystalline fields lie in remote corners of the globe, their stories untold? The planet's surface is a vast canvas, and we have only just begun to appreciate the full extent of its artistry. Nature, it seems, still holds wonders far beyond our collective imagination. The exploration is never truly over. There are always new horizons to seek, new depths to plumb, and new peaks to ascend. The spirit of discovery is what drives us forward, compelling us to better understand our world and our place within it. I invite you to join me again as we continue to seek out these extreme and enigmatic places, to keep searching for the surreal and the sublime. The Earth has more secrets to share.